This is Kashmir, a land of unquestionable beauty and mystery. But it is also a land that for decades has been fought over by India and Pakistan. In the midst of the ongoing conflict, in 2016, Kashmir's first professional football club was formed. The squad is made up of local Kashmiris, Indians and Africans. And by a manager who is Scottish.
This should all be
The Scots aren't exactly known for being calm, but he is the only Scottish manager working in a danger zone. So how did he end up here? It wasn't always like this. Back in the 1990s, Davy Robertson was considered a classy, cultured left back. He was one of Alex Ferguson's boy wonders at 19 and a first team regular in his Aberdeen team. Pretty soon Aberdeen were punting him to the highest bidder, and in the end he went to Rangers in 1991 for a record fee of £1 million. Davy was in a 9-in-a-row Rangers team that was also in the Champions League. He had the world at his feet. Even Inter Milan wanted him. He went to the English Champions Leagues, but his knees were gone, and before you know it, it's over. A whole football career gone in a flash, washed up, broken, and a burst ball at just 33.
What's wrong? Suddenly it hits home that you can't play anymore. I wanted my job to last forever. To get a job as a head coach is probably the most difficult thing to do. There's less than 130 clubs in Britain that you can get jobs, and there's how many players retire every day, how many coaches get sacked. It's very, very difficult to get a job here. And I've had to go to the other end of the earth.
Now Davy is the manager of the mighty Real Kashmir. It may not be Real Madrid, and this isn't the Bernabeu Stadium, but he got this lot promoted last year, and now he needs to get them ready for the new season in Indian football's top division.
Good. And no one's touching you. Google, we need goals, I told you.
Before he moved to Kashmir, Davy was living with his wife in America, but was lucky in that, like a lot of Scottish men, he was married to a woman who totally supported him and his need for football.
David was very lucky to still be married. Seriously, divorce was considered. Because I was left in Phoenix to pack up a 4,600 square foot house and not know where I was going, where I was moving to. Fair?
Fair, yeah, fair.
David comes in with a Real Kashmir deal and tries to sell it, and I'm like, no.
Didn't go down very well, no.
No.
Pretty big
Not
sell.
doing it.
Yeah, big sell, yeah.
Nope. So it ended up, I think we didn't speak, did we? We weren't talking.
Yeah.
And on New Year's Eve 2016, David got on a plane to India and went.
In a very bold move, and without his wife's blessing, Davy took the job in India while Kim moved back to Aberdeen.
You guys need to switch on. Didn't even think about Kashmir. I didn't think about India. I didn't really think about being away from family. People have said to me, why are you doing it, why are you doing it? I'm doing it because I want to prove to myself, prove to everybody else that I can do it. And I've had to come here to get the opportunity to do it. Open up, go, follow your pass. You guys as well, go! F***ing hell! Fuck, it's a 12-year-old passing. Fuck.
He's an absolute professional, David. I mean, he's tough when he has to be, when he wants to be. He is the best guy when he wants to be. He's the best friend when he wants to be.
Shuman, shut the up! If you played as much as you up, you'd be some
I've been to Scotland, so I know how they are.
Okay. You get the idea, okay?
David, without him, nothing would have really happened. It's only after David came in the picture and we realized we have the guiding factor with us, the right possible person to guide the kind of boys, to train them properly. That's how the whole idea came.
Keep it going, 2 touch only. Touch, pass, touch, pass. 2 touch only, Uba, that was 15. Good, well done, organised chaos. That's what 5 weeks been going now, 5-6 weeks. And it's a building process for the first game. The whole club is building. I mean, look at what they're doing here. All the builds, it's been a building site, the noise. They're working hard like you guys are for the start of the season. So the whole club's in a building process. There's a fair bit of building work going on here, and it does your head, and every time you're going to talk, you can hear the banging now. You can bang it all the time.
All this would be done up in the next 1 week's time. This is going to be the change room for the players.
Real Kashmir has only been going for 2 years, and there's work to do. A lot of work, as it turns out. But Davy has got bigger issues, because in Kashmir, he's got 99 problems, and the pitch is just one. Killings, protests and strikes in Indian-controlled Kashmir on a near daily basis. Not that Davy knew any of this when he came here. All he knew of Kashmir was that it was in India somewhere. But this is where his football dream has landed. And it means he has to handle problems that other managers don't face, like having armed guards when they train. But unfortunately, sometimes they need them.
So hear that?
No. Tell us.
So I just got a message there. Shamim, the owner, said that one of the top militants has just been killed. So we've got to get our training done as quick as we can to get out of here to avoid any issues. But I can't tell them too much, otherwise they'll shit us, but we need to get it done quick.
The PhD scholar in applied geology of the Aligarh Muslim University had joined the Hizbul group in January. He'd also written long pieces on social media justifying militancy in Kashmir.
Now tomorrow, because of possible restrictions and strikes, there may be a strike tomorrow, we'll notify you on WhatsApp the time of turning up, reporting time. It might be later, it might be really early, whatever it is, we'll let you know. Okay, enjoy your day, see you tomorrow, well done, good session. Police presence, army presence. You can tell everybody's a little bit on edge. Normally this place is full with people and cars, but you can tell people, even just looking at their faces, there's a bit of apprehension.
It is high time that all political parties in the country realize the gravity of the situation and try to facilitate a solution through dialogue with all stakeholders, including Pakistan, to end this bloodshed.
Where I come from and where I've lived over the years, you never see things like this, or you might see it on a news report you know, that it's thousands and thousands of miles away. But here you're a little bit closer to it. I panic a little bit, think, well, what is it? You know, why? Is it really close? Is it miles away? Is it just a warning? What is it? And then when they talk about areas, you can, you know, well, I've been there and I've driven through there. One of the players comes from there. So it's a little bit more closer to home, and it does, it shocks you.
The conflict and unrest are constant and have become part of day-to-day life for ordinary Kashmiris. And for Davy, it makes managing their football team much tougher. Never mind helping to set up a whole new club. He's a world away from his comfortable life back home in Aberdeen.
This is what David misses every day. It's a beautiful view over the River Dee, and we have Aberdeen Reservoir and Paul Laurie Golf Course and Deeside Golf Club over on our right. It's nice.
The bathroom, and here's the hose, which replaces toilet paper.
I have to say, I do love my kitchen.
This is how you fill the water up. I don't think it got away with health and safety. This is the vacuum cleaner.
I don't even know if David's seen this kitchen.
The state-of-the-art drainage system.
We've had lovely cars, we've lived in lovely homes, and we've gone on lovely holidays. And if there was anything that we wanted, we would buy it. We tucked a lot away, and David doesn't have to work. David could quite comfortably take an income from his pension and retire and sit at home and be quite comfortable. But that is not what David chooses to do.
Through here is a little office space. I've just got a wee whiteboard here to, you know, just note things down. Players, fixture lists, expectations for the season.
He's earning probably less than the average postie earns. But for him, it's not about the money. This is something he had to do for himself.
Haircut. It's great having all these great things, and for a long period of your life, it's almost like you have to do it to keep up with everybody else. Jesus Christ. Be careful, leave me some hair. That part of my life is gone, really, the materialistic things. I don't really care too much for them, you know, because you're not any happier with or without them.
Well, I hope God give you long life.
What are you trying to say?
Because God has made you a man, Mr. Salama will make you look like a gentleman.
Well, if you can do it, you can do something no one else has managed to do. The motivation for me was to get in the Aberdeen's first team, to win something, to get a better move to a bigger club, to win something and to stay in the team and keep going. It was never really about the money. I'm doing it because there's something inside me that's missing. I want to prove to myself, but I want to win. I was voted the Coach of the Year for the second division, winning the second division league, I-League.
Football is like a mistress, isn't it? Football is that thing that he craves. He's never going to lose that, is he? I'm just always going to be a football leader. Always have been, always will be, and you accept it.
To complicate matters further, Davy has also transferred their son, Mason, from Scotland to Real Kashmir.
Line right back to the top of the box, and Mason Robertson waiting on that penalty spot, just tucks it away with that left foot for the overtime victory.
Mason was a college football star in America and returned to Scotland where he played part-time at Peterhead. But Davy thinks playing part-time football is useless if you want to make it as a professional player.
Oh!
And there are always sacrifices to be made if you want to hit the big time.
Oh, where's he going?
This is my room. This is my roommate, Davy. We share the same bed. Touches my feet at night.
I'm actually enjoying it, you know, playing football every day. You come back, you sleep for 4 hours after training, wake up, FIFA, dinner, bed.
I don't think I've actually left the hotel since I've been here. Don't know how long that's been. 2 months.
Okay.
Davy has persuaded Mason to leave the confines of his hotel room and venture out into the streets of Srinagar.
The arm, the police with the guns. You feel scared by it. First time I played in Europe, went to East Germany, old East Germany, and we walked down the tunnel and there's all these army guys with guns and bayonets and everything. It was really fucking intimidating as hell. I was only 18. Then you go and play the game and idiot me gets sent off after 20 minutes. I have to walk through them and they're growling at me and I thought I was going to get shot because I got sent off. But that actually reminds me of this. Being an Aberdonian, you can get a few bargains here. A lot of alleged designer labels. I think that's meant to be Levi's, is it?
Not bad, are they? For £4.
£4 for shoes. Rolex. Rolex shoes.
Rolex make shoes?
First time I came here, and it's a pretty intimidating place. I didn't have the courage to come here. You know, it's obviously you look completely different. You feel a little bit as if everybody's looking at you and pushing past you. But they're just intrigued because they haven't seen people like you before. I ended up, I wanted to buy a few things, but I couldn't buy anything because I didn't know how to haggle. And it was a night. Yeah, you need a mother here. Yeah, but you never get out of the place if your mother was here. That's the problem. How much are these? How much?
700.
No. He said 800. He says 12. You said 11.
We said 1200. Now he sells.
No, but he's the better salesman. 800. Okay. Done. Hey. Hey, come on. He's a middleman. The first few times you just fucking shit yourself when you come down here and you see some people and people come not asking you for money. But Mason, the first couple of times he came here, it was so difficult. We were actually walking a couple of days ago, same place, and I turned around and he wasn't even there. He was scared to barge past people. You know, he's a big lad, and for somebody like him to be scared, it says something. Some voice, that. Yeah, I think he smokes 40 a day. Okay, now. Maybe he just eats the whole packet. Hey, I told you, look. Abibas.
With the start of the league fast approaching, a pre-season tournament has been arranged. Hopefully the team are more ready for the season than the stadium is.
Usual hurdles. The J&K FA decide to play the ENDEVR game, which is meant to be tomorrow, play it today, before our game. So there's only 2 dressing rooms, so now we've had to go into a makeshift room. I came in here earlier into this place and they're still doing building works. It's basically a building site. There was glass everywhere. If you look outside there, you can see the stairs. The players can't take their boots out because it's a fucking track. All it does, it just fires me up even more. Take jerseys, take everything out with you. It's Donald Duck fucking up. I'd love to play today because I'd fucking take bodies. It wasn't a penalty. Say fuck this. Easy. You know the referee's fucking useless. Neither were fucking penalty kicks. You're up against fucking and the association, but I don't give a fuck about them. It's about us. Understand that? Yes? Okay, come on, let's go, come on.
The half-time talk spurs them into action, and local boy Danish levels the score. The game goes into extra time, and with the last kick of the ball, this happens.
Let's go! Come on! Mason gets a winning goal and it felt like as if I'd won the 9th championship at Rangers. That's a bit you miss. People go and watch their team play. You know, Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, Hibs, Hearts. They've all got a passion for that, and that's what keeps them going during the week, that game, winning and losing. And that's the same as me, but I've always been directly part of it. And that's the part that I can't do without. One thing that showed me today that we're fighters and you'll battle like we went a goal down and we battled it and we kept going till the end. The standards are set here, nothing stops below. Okay? Good stuff, well done.
They got to the final and were to play Minerva Punjab, last year's league champions. But there was no final to be played.
Supposed to be going to a final today, but there was more killing, shootings, 7 dead, 30 injured. So another sort of bad period for Kashmir, and obviously the knock-on effect is cancelled the game. I'm now going to go to a presentation of the cup. I don't even know what's going to happen at the presentation. I don't know if they're doing rock, paper, scissors to find out who the winner is. I've got no idea. Maybe the bullseye, the Jim Bowen Cup. Jim Bowen might be here and he might say, okay teams, let's get together. Look at what you could have won.
It has been decided that the trophy takes over to the Punjab.
In the end, they just gave the cup to Minerva, as they were the away team. All the conflict and chaos doesn't detract from the warmth and beauty of Kashmir and its people. Kashmir has been called heaven on earth, and behind the madness, Davy and Mason get to see it occasionally.
Is that the Himalayas?
No, it's Ben Nevis. Geography lesson number 1, Himalayas.
Pakistan, what side?
Pakistan's that way, 100 miles. China's, I think it's that way. We hear a lot about these Mughal gardens. I've never been, never empty to go with. So now I've got you. Look at that, pretty amazing, isn't it?
It's nice.
Look like Friar Tuck. Oh. A hat as well, fucking hell. Oh. Fucking Blackadder. I thought it was only one photo.
I'm finished.
No. He's taking the piss out of me, isn't he?
Tip, good tip.
Tip?
Yeah, good tip.
Don't stand up in a canoe.
Yes.
Can't wait for your mum to see Rose. There's not so much a fear factor now, is there?
No, every day easier and easier.
Yeah. I've noticed a difference in you at the pitch and training and stuff as well. You seem more relaxed, you're talking to the boys and everything.
Yeah.
It's been easier for me, you've been here as well. Even though I don't see much, I see at the pitch, at least it's a familiar face that I see.
Yeah.
You know, when you're so far away from home and all you ever get's a phone call, it can be quite tough at times.
No, I mean, obviously, I miss Scotland, I miss Mum. Bit of pain that I have to spend my time with you now.
Okay. I never thought this place would be like this. It's amazing. As if you're in a different country. 10 minutes away, you're in the city centre of Srinagar, and it's just constant chaos.
The beauty of Kashmir is breathtaking, but it doesn't stop Davy calling home several times a day.
Hello. Good, you?
up to?
We've decided you're still a knob unless you win the league.
Oh, okay. Pressure's on, isn't it?
Yeah, nothing will be forgiven until that point.
I pick up a son, and I'm just sat reading it. Here's David, his ugly mug on 2 pages, centrefold, and about how when you were back in Scotland, you couldn't wait to get back to Kashmir. He's working in the most militarised zone in the world. And then it says, the Foreign Office advise against all but essential travel there. I don't consider this essential.
All right, okay.
So, if there was any slight doubt over my safety, I certainly wouldn't have taken my son.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, you may not see me. Especially if it's essential I don't travel.
Okay.
Kashmir has been experiencing more killings this year than they have done in the last decade. They seem to come every day or so now, and today is Davy's birthday.
Birthday, 50th birthday, I'm going to zone. Hell.
It's just a week to go before the start of the season, and due to these new killings, yet another practice game has been cancelled, out of respect for the dead. What's more, the authorities have switched off the internet and all mobile phone networks.
50th birthday, game day, and I started to look at my phone just to see what's going on in the world, and it worked for 30 seconds and stopped working. So immediately I thought to myself, I think there's a wee bit of a problem here. I messaged Shamim, the owner, and he just says 4 killings early this morning, so more than likely the game's going to be off. You know, now if I'd only been here 2 weeks and had never been here before, then I'd be trying to get that first flight home. I've got to train this afternoon, which I'm a little bit uneasy about training. It's concerning, you know, I'm here, my son's in a hotel 4 miles away. I haven't heard from him today, so I think the hotel internet, the situation's not great. This is probably the worst incidents since I've been here. You look at, you know, the Premiership managers, you know, the only time the game's off is the weather. I must be the only coach in the world that has to go through these things, you know, when there's, you know, been a shooting, there's a heavy police presence here, as you can see. All the stores, everything's closed, all businesses basically come to a standstill, and that's in the hope that it'll all calm down. There may even be a shutdown for 2, 3, 4 days, but invariably sometimes when that happens, people go a lot of spare time and, you know, other issues sort of kick off. We're training in an area that's relatively close to where all the shootings happened early this morning, so I'm a little bit on edge, and I think, to be honest, the players will be as well. We used to say the league don't say, hey, you're not playing any games here, you have to go and play at an alternate venue. Because of the fear and the safety. Everyone in, let's go! Am I going to get some of the players to say, hey, f this, I'm wanting out of here. Just listening, obviously you know the game's cancelled for certain reasons, out with our control. Just bear with us today, we'll try and get you in and out as quick as possible. Every team I've had, I always try and treat them as if they were my own kid. You know, obviously one of them is my own kid. I'll be able to look at their state of mind, you look at how their body language, and then you can tell, you know, the players that are okay by it, some might be troubled by it. You know, sometimes being a coach, you've got to be a bit of a psychologist as well.
It's not only in the field of sports. We deal with these problems as a part of life every day. Every day we deal with it, so it's not something new.
City is in lockdown, and tomorrow there's a complete shutdown.
So I think it'll be under a bit of tension till day after, which is a Friday, which normally is, you know, a bit of a trouble spot after prayers. And after that Saturday, and by Sunday it should be back to normal. So, you know, we go in a cycle. And it's sad whatever happened, but such is life, yeah.
Of him, or he couldn't call, and then Mason's over there. But I don't think that they tell me a lot of what goes on so that we don't worry.
I've been here for a long time now, and it's the first time that I've came out in the dark. Scary. I mean, that's why I've never gone out, because you hear stories about, things that have happened and, things that could happen. You're in a house, you're stuck at four walls, it's dark, it's cold, it's bleak. You can't even watch your TV at times because the power's out. So I suppose you grow a set of balls at some point and think, screw it, what's the worst that can happen? Well, I know the worst that could happen, but I'm taking the chance. There's a wee puppy there. I think they're all fighting over a puppy. Maybe we're going to eat it. Look at it there. I wish I wouldn't come here on a dark night, but I don't have. It's f***ing wicked, isn't it? There's times here when I think, I just want to go home now. But I know as soon as I hit the airport, I think, shit, I don't want to leave. Inside me, I don't want to be seen as a failure.
Due to the cancelled games, a bounce match is organised against Real Kashmir's own under-18 team. Even that turns into a disaster when their trainer sets his team out to kick Kashmir off the park.
One club! If you don't want to be a part of it, off! Can't have a normal game!
This is the worst preparation for the biggest game in the club's history.
Oh, hey! Yasif! Call the game! Get the Ambles, honest to always the same.
You know it's bad when my dad does that. He's not always an angry man. Cruzo, Ritvik, Nagin, the Dong all got injured. The game starts in 3-4 days.
You're on a spying mission in opposition. We play ENDEVR, the champions in the first game of the season. A close-up view of them playing, set plays and the way they'll play. The longer I've been in India, you find out why India is the way it is, a little bit sort of chaotic. It's because it was never really planned, it was just built and built and built. I think this is a new city, Chandigarh. It's a bit like East Kilbride. Everything looks new and organised, and when I first came out, there's palm trees at the airport. I thought I was in Miami, and then further on I think I'm in the Mediterranean. So maybe with a bit of luck, half a mile down the road it'll be Vegas. I think that's a good deal. Buy 3, get 3. Look at this one. Buy 1, get 4. Look, buy 11, get 13 free.
They'll take 10 people in there.
10 people?
Yeah.
So that's a seat?
Yeah.
That's a seat.
Also
so face this way?
Yeah. Yes.
10 people.
Welcome to football India style. It's just like Scotland, except the mascots are Hindu gods and not cartoon animals. Davy is here to look for weaknesses in the Minerva setup, but it's off the pitch that he notices something strange that he thinks he can use against them.
The new manager's a guy in a white shirt, the owner's the skinny guy with the sunglasses that seems to do a lot of the coaching. I don't even know what word to describe it, bizarre, weird, strange, I don't know, but I certainly would be very uncomfortable if I was in that situation. I'll go through how they play and how we must react. The number 4, he's all 1 foot. When he kicks it, he tries to kick it here, but he ends up kicking it straight into that area. It's a f***er. They're nothing each. They were shit. At the end of the game, he's f***ing, I'm not, all that shit. So, the last thing you want is that guy to be cheering.
I've pretty much eaten curry for the last 7 weeks. Twice a day, you know, you just get fed up of it.
Quickly, we begin a new journey today. There will be ups, there will be downs, but not today. Today we've come here for 3 points, we go back to 3 points.
If we win 10,000 rupees each player,
Few months of preparation. We've created a real good team spirit, and you need to take it into the field. History is made today. Got it? Come on!
Today, Real Kashmir finally in the Hero I-League.
Step up, step up! Excitement of this for me is we'll be playing in 80,000 stadiums. We'll be playing against teams that have got a budget probably 20 times more than we've got. Hey, well done, that's okay, well done!
Now Krizo has something to run on to. Krizo brings it down, sets up a shot, here it comes, beaten away by the keeper.
Frustrate the out of them, frustrate them, they'll make mistakes. We've got to be brave, we can't be scared of these Remember, the pressure's on them.
Krizo!
Yeah! Come on! Yeah!
Real Kashmir taking everyone by surprise, but the side from Kashmir have scored their first goal of the Hero I-League. Dilira, acute angle. Most likely their final chance. In comes the ball into the box. Loveday clears. Eventually Katibi. Final whistle is gone. Real Kashmir on their Hero I-League debut. Having won all 3 points against the defending champions. Minerva Punjab look clueless.
Probably one of the sweetest I've ever had. So we're still unbeaten. It's about a year now. With a 5-month break, but we've got it's a year.
True to their word, the owners paid everyone the 10,000 rupee bonus.
Mr. Davy Robertson!
It may only be £100, chicken feed to the 25 grand bonus that Davy got for getting into the Champions League. But this £100 means a lot more than mere money. After the sunshine of Chandigarh, the team arrived back in Kashmir to find out that the first snows of winter have fallen. For some of the players, it's the first time they've ever seen the snow. But the The arrival of the cold weather makes life in Kashmir even more difficult to deal with.
There was no power. I was sitting in the dark eating my dinner was cold. Then the thunderstorm starts, battering off the windows, get colder and colder and colder. And then in the morning you get up, want a nice cup of coffee, get you going, still no electric. And then you get outside and it's miserable, it's cold. Back to reality now. Play! The cover! The cover! This is probably the hardest place in the world, in my opinion, to coach, and not only just to coach, but to be successful in it. No other team will have the same issues that I'll have to face here. Trying to set things up here for, you know, the first game in I-League history, Kashmir team playing here at home. And then assistant coach / technical director and the goalkeeping coach show up late. Oh, we thought it was later. All other players getting time. But these you just don't care. I've never ever seen a coach ever late. They've all got a title, they've got walkie-talkies, they're walking about. I haven't got a clue what they're doing. Is it mouse? You know, and they're all rushing around. They're all rushing around. Get this at fucking Rangers. Mason wants Lucas Aid and Iron Brew.
I'm not taking that.
And you want?
What to do is send me a list.
Okay.
And remember, I've only got a suitcase, it's not a TARDIS.
Davy is delighted as his wife has decided to make her first ever visit to Kashmir, even though she does give him a hard time about his pre-match ritual.
Shamim says, hope you got away your lucky underpants. And I goes, okay. Well, I wore them 13 games last season and never washed them. I wore them, and then I got changed later on after the game. And there was a big, huge skid mark on them. And I'm thinking that's not going to last another 19 games.
David! Could you not have had a lucky handkerchief or something? That is disgusting.
The security for the game is like no other football match in the world. There are bomb sniffer dogs, metal detectors for mines, and every supporter has to go through an airport scanner. The atmosphere is tense.
It's a very big day for all of us, for the entire Kashmir. So we just hope that a good crowd comes in and they see a good game.
Today everything is ready.
Hello.
We are all here to receive everyone. Wish us luck.
But nothing in the changing room is ready. Everything is a mess.
This should all be done. I just lost it. Smashed a bottle and the top of the bottle came up and hit Shokat and the general manager on the head, so touch of Alex Ferguson. It woke everybody up. Okay, now listen. 2 years ago, this building didn't exist. This club didn't exist. What's been achieved here has never been done in world football. And the whole world is talking about you, okay? Believe it or not, it's not just India, it's Europe, it's all over. So all eyes are on you.
Now, after all the pain, all the sweat and all the work, they're ready for the first professional game to ever be played in Kashmir. But just don't play the stadium music through your phone.
Switch your phone off.
This is the match we've all been waiting for. India's top division arrives in Jammu and Kashmir for the first time ever, an historic occasion. Kick-off in Srinagar finally. The end of a battle to get here and the beginning of what is a remarkable story. Danish, Guizo, Danish again, shot!
After all the pressure and all the tension, the game finishes in a 0-0 draw. But the result isn't really the point.
I've just started writing about Indian football only a couple of seasons ago. And it was the stories like this that took me to it. Football can bring Kashmiris together and it can bring crowds together like nobody can. No political rally will gather the number of people that a football match can. And now with Real Kashmir actually playing their home games here, you'll have this repeating itself over say maybe 10 games across the season. It'll be fantastic.
This is a people's asset. It's for the people, it's for the society. It's a very unique example of ownership in India. Sandeep is a Kashmiri Pandit, I'm a Kashmiri Muslim. Apparently we are supposed to be at loggerheads.
Yeah.
I don't think any other club in India is owned by a Muslim and a Hindu. I think that's where the key of this club lies. It is beyond religion, it is beyond color, it is beyond race.
They have played professional football in Kashmir for the first time, and they brought some happiness and positivity to a valley that is all too often filled with sadness and conflict. A nightmare can become a dream that can become a new reality. For Davy though, on a personal level, there's just one thing missing.
Oh, there's a cow in the middle of the road.
Well, I think they've landed now. They'll arrive in Srinagar Airport now, so they'll be going through I think should be getting off the plane and seeing how it all works here, seeing all the military guys there.
I actually think it's quite scary when you see all these guys with guns. I think it is.
I just wish I could see my sister's face coming out of the airport. Just hell.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What are they doing? There's army guys.
Mason told me that I'd need to wear a hat because there's no blonde people here and that everyone would stare. That guy was just looking at us and he fell off his bike.
Hello.
Now that they're in town, Davy can finally show Kim and Chelsea a little of what it's like to live in Srinagar, Kashmir.
David, watch that thing. Why are you keeping?
Because you got too.
Stop. Did you see that? Do we not have traffic lights here?
They put in traffic lights 2 years ago, but before that it was absolute chaos. Yeah, Chelsea, the last one down here was a Labrador.
Oh, this is pretty.
This is one of the oldest shrines in Kashmir. It's built in the memory of a saint who has had a huge influence on the spiritual tradition and Islamic tradition of Kashmir.
So women not allowed in?
No, you can go in.
Okay.
Ramadan has a great spiritual significance. It is in order to feel how beggars who don't get proper meals, it is in order to understand, to feel that feeling. How is it?
Of hunger.
Yeah. I actually arrived partly through Ramadan. I was eating in Shamim's house, so you had to wait until they broke the fast every night. They got up about 2-3 in the morning and eat. Can't eat during daylight. No water, nothing. So we had pre-season. It was quite tough, but I just decided to do the whole thing, just through a bit of respect. Let's go. When we first started, we'd get a couple of thousand at the most at a game, and it was all men. Roll on 10 months, there's 16,000 plus 5,000 not getting home. I mean, sports give you, it's an outlet for people, and it gives hope. The underdogs winning something. You know, it thinks, well, this can happen. A lot of things in life, everyone's predictable. But in sports, everybody's got a chance, everybody's got a hope. There's more and more people coming to watch you now, okay? And why? Because you're a great team and you've achieved the impossible.
Today they face Neroka, runners-up from last season. Grizzle! Nicely bounced in front of him. Danish! What a strike! And forces a fine save. Real Kashmir look like they're in the mood. Goes the hand. Comes the corner, header from Mason Robertson. Inside of the post in a way. Cross is available. Incoming! And almost in! No, it's in!
Fuck's sake, man.
Yes, Katibi! Back in for Grizzle! Oh, he's in the bar!
What drives a footballer? Chelsea was the most beautiful swimmer in a swimming pool. There wasn't a splash in the water, but we were told she did not have a competitive bone in her body. David was quiet off the field. Put him on a field, and in Aberdeen, his nickname was Psycho.
Failure is not a word that I can accept.
Robertson! Real Kashmir piling on the pressure. Bazi!
You are on a roller coaster, and you travel that roller coaster with them, so there's highs and there's the lows.
Oh, into the box, shot! Oh, they've scored!
But I think that you have to be there for them emotionally. That's what you have to remember. And you are their rock. Come on. Oh, it's just come on! Come on!
Final whistle. Real Kashmir taste defeat for the first time.
I don't see him as a salesman. I don't see him holding down a 9-to-5 job. Football is David's life.
Neroka Football Club has defeated Real Kashmir Football Clubs by 2 goals to 0.
Now, it would be easy if we came in here and we didn't show up. We lost 5-0. I could have had a go at yous all. But I can't have a go at yous. Look at him. And I say he was and I say he was and I say I could out all of yous. I can't. It's the best you've played. You'll play worse than that and you'll win games. That's how cruel the game can be. And yes, you're disappointed. I'll stick up for yous, I'll praise yous, I'll do whatever. But the one thing is, we must have the same level every single game we play. If you do that, you're going to finish up pretty high in the league. Understand? Yes? Okay. People can criticise everything I do all they want. The team and me got this club in the I-League. Okay? It wasn't by accident, it wasn't a gift. We did it. And we did it my way. And we'll do it my way this season. We've lost 1 game in a year. Now, if that's a huge issue, I think there's a big issue in here if it's 1 game we lose. I'd hate to come in here if you lose 4 games in the bounce. Because after the press conference, I'll probably jump out the window. Okay? So we've got to remain positive. Thank you.
You don't know what you have done. The neon lights strip fall.
Football's a little bit more than, just a game. I think in this instance, it's brought a state together that, is pretty much fragmented. There's a picture of Danish here. On the billboards, he's now become a celebrity. So it's going to change Danish's life. This has been, I would say, the greatest and most satisfying achievement in my career in football. I know in 10, 15 years' time, I'll look back and say, you know, what an experience that was. I just showed a lot of guts and determination not to give up.
And no one's touching you.